Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Decoupaging with Michelle. So I have a fun small project today that I just wanted to show you some things you can do with decoupaging. So I have four of these little jars, and these are banks. I actually have various color lids. I have the silver, I have the rose tone, I have gold. You can order these on Amazon in any color, and they screw on there. It's just a regular size mason jar lid size, and these make the absolute cutest gift. So I had a custom order. Someone ordered 4 of these banks for her granddaughter. So I'm going to show you some of these. These are custom pictures that she picked out for her granddaughters. They each like different kinds of animals, and so I had found that they like koalas and hamsters. And so I had found some pictures and gave them some to choose from, and these are what they chose. So we're going to individualize these. Super excited. I think these things make the best gifts. So we'll get going. So I have just my normal jar. This is the pint size, and I put 2 coats of the Rust-Oleum chalk paint and the color linen, and 2 coats, just so it's very clear, or very solid, and no lights, like dark spots where you can maybe there's not enough paint. So you want to make sure you do that. I always paint the bottom of my banks. I think it just gives a nice overall finish. So we have 4 of these. So let's get rocking and rolling. So this first one I have a little bit of a scuff mark on here, but I think I'm going to color that up with Mr. Koala. So the first one is this really great picture of a koala bear, and this is something I found online, and I was just able to print it up. And this is just printed on normal tissue paper, like you wrap your gifts in, and then I'm able to print. I can print any design out I want. So I think I'm going to make the stick be even at the bottom and give Mr. Koala Bear a little bit of a lean. I think that looks adorbs. So I get it in place and make sure I like the placement of it. And I'm going to just flip this over and put a little Mod Podge on my brush. I don't have very much on there, just about that much. No, I actually have a little bit too much on there. So remember, the key to when we're doing this is to apply the Mod Podge to the entire area you're going to put the napkin. I go over the area past it a little bit so the napkins have good coverage on the edge. And just put it on where it's tacky, not gloopy. And then when you put this on, these go on really nice. Now this tissue paper is a little more pliable than a napkin, so you can be a little bit more rougher on it and push a little bit harder. If you have any wrinkles, they come out really easily. So I'm going to flip that up and put a little bit more Mod Podge here. And this doesn't take very much. Flip that over. And look at this. And how cute is that? I think him's very cute. Of course, you know what I didn't get out. I try to get everything prepped before I make these. My infamous plastic wrap, which I just always fight with. So let me see if I can get this out without fighting too much. If I can get this up. Oh, that wasn't bad. It was better than I thought it would be. So we're going to put this over here and just put that just down there tightly. And you can just rub out any imperfections. I always go around on the edges just to make sure the edges are adhered really strong and nicely. And look at how fantastic. So I'll let this dry for the next 24 hours. And let's see something. There's a line there down the middle, if you guys can see it, where I didn't get enough Mod Podge between flipping the sides. There we go. I think that's better. So I'm going to let this dry for about 24 hours. And then when I get done, I always seal my jars with Duraclear by Deco Art, and so it gives it a nice finish. It protects the paint, it protects the design. So we got there's actually 2 koalas. 2 of our granddaughters like these. So I'm gonna place this on here. And one of the challenging things I have to do when I print is I have to make sure that I printed the correct size, because on these little round ones it can be too small, it can be too big. I want to make sure that it's even. I think that looks fantastic, so it looks pretty good. So I'm going to hold this in place with this hand. I'm going to flip it over, get a little Mod Podge on here, and make it tacky, and just put it on. These square ones, or rectangle pictures like this, are really easy to put on there. There's really not a lot to do with them. There's not, excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. Not a lot of edging you have to worry about. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to put a little bit more Mod Podge on my brush for this. And again, put it on, make it just tacky. No big loopers. And I'm going to clean up any excess that I have on top here. Again, with the tissue paper, because it's more pliable, I can go over a couple times. I would never do what I just did with a napkin, because it would have totally torn it with that much Mod Podge on there that I put on the top. So that is one of the nice things about printing. When you print on the tissue paper, it's a little more forgiving. Well, not a little bit, it's a lot more forgiving. So I'm gonna just rub these edges on. I didn't see any bubbles or anything, but I'm gonna make sure the edges are on nicely. And pull that up. That looks fantastic, you guys. Look at that. So I'm going to do the same thing with this napkin, this little guy. So here's a great example, and I'll have to go back and touch this up. So I did 2 coats. I don't know if you can see that, if I can get close enough. Here, there's a little bit of discoloration there, and that's because I didn't put enough paint there. So I'm going to put the picture on this side, and then I'll touch this up with a little bit more paint before I seal it. So that's a great example of making sure that there's a good coat of the paint on there. All right, I think that looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna put this on, and put this on nicely, a little tacky. Yeah, it's been so nice being able to print my own, not solely rely on napkins or like the gift tissue paper. Like to be able to print any of my own designs. It makes it really nice because I can do a lot of custom pictures on jars. So like I had done some family pictures, or like for grandparents, like all the grandkids are on a picture, and they put it on a big quart-sized jar, and they take it to their grandma for like Mother's Day or a birthday or something, and it has a picture of all the grandkids. So I do a lot of those, and because I'm able to just print, it makes it really nice. And I just have I have a color laser printer. So it's nothing fancy smancy, but it does print really nicely when it prints in color. So we're going to do the last little guy here. Make sure, see what side I want to do this on. I think we'll do it there. On him is a little guinea pig. Look at his little nose. It's so cute. So we're going to put this on there. Let me make sure I get this on here nice and even. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to get these done. This is actually for with a lady that I work with, and she put in a custom order for her granddaughters, and so I'm very happy to oblige and get these done and get these off to her. So hopefully she's watching. I'm gonna send her a link when these get uploaded. So it's might be kind of cool to watch how your gift was being made. Or am I just really nerdy? I'm probably just really nerdy. But anyways, that's it. It is what it is, right? So there's that. And I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. And that turned out really cute. And we're gonna get our plastic wrap and put that on there. Rub the edges.